In this video, we are going to learn how to find complex conjugate of Z1 and Z2, how to find the values of K involving equations with complex number, and find Z1 and Z2 and then show the properties of conjugate of complex numbers. Given two complex numbers Z1 equal to 5 plus 3i and Z2 equal to 2 minus I. Question A. State Z1 bar and Z2 bar. Here, we will use the complex conjugate rules, where complex conjugate is obtained by changing the sign of the imaginary part. Given Z1 equal to 5 plus 3i. So, conjugate of Z1 is 5 minus 3i. Next, Z2 is 2 minus I, means conjugate of Z2 is 2 plus I. Please take note that we keep the real part exactly the same, but just changing the sign of the imaginary part. So positive 3i become negative 3i and negative I become positive I. Next, question B. We are going to determine the values of K if 1 over Z1 equal to K times with Z1 bar. So firstly, let us substitute Z1 and Z1 bar into the equation. We have 1 over 5 plus 3i equal to K times with 5 minus 3i. Now, to find K as our subject, so we are going to move 5 minus 3i to another side. So we have K is equal to 1 over 5 plus 3i times with 5 minus 3i. So now we are going to expand the denominator part. For your information, if a plus bi multiplied with a minus bi will give us a real number. Let us expand this. So we have 25 minus 9i squared. Now we are going to substitute I squared with negative 1. So here we have 1 over 25 plus 9. By simplifying this, we get 1 over 34 as our final answer. Next, we are moving to question C. Find Z1 times Z2. So we have 5 plus 3i times with 2 minus I. So this gives us 10 minus 5i plus 6i minus 3i squared. Now, we are going to substitute I squared with negative 1. So here is positive 3. So by simplifying this, our answer is 13 plus I. So the next part, the question is asking to show this. To show these properties, we have to make sure the left-hand side is equal to right-hand side. So now, let us start with left-hand side. So the left-hand side, we have conjugate of Z1 times with conjugate of Z2. Conjugate of Z1 is 5 minus 3i and conjugate of Z2 is 2 plus I. Now, expand this, we have 10 plus 5i minus 6i minus 3i squared. Now, substitute I squared with negative 1. So this gives us positive 3. And by simplifying this, we get 13 minus I. Now, let us move on to right hand side. So we know that Z1 times Z2 is equal to 13 plus I. So now, we are to find conjugate of Z1, Z2. So this is equal to 13 minus I. So by comparing the left hand side and the right hand side, we can conclude that conjugate of Z1 times conjugate of Z2 is equal to conjugate of Z1, Z2. So we already shown. Well, that's it. Thanks for watching.